I was really excited to get my Lego 2022 Easter catalog in the mail the other day and kind of peruse through it and see all the cool little sets that I want, but probably won't get. But you know, of course, Easter, so we got a little bunny on the front and some of the featured Easter sets, and really cool. I love this kind of picture of this Easter basket just of Lego products. It looks really cool with the different like Duplo and special sets, the flower sets, and just shows you how Lego can make an excellent gift. And then of course this is a fold out cover, so you get to kind of see more of the Easter sets or the Easter featured sets being floral for spring and the rabbits for the Easter bunny. And then just we've got these scan codes because Lego is really into these QR codes now. I've actually been scanning them a lot, just kind of see what they do. And they are heavily relying on the QR code these days. And our first page of the catalog, because it is an Easter catalog, are the Easter sets. And so you can buy the Easter bunny. It's actually not too bad, $15.99 for this Lego set. It's a pretty good price. And then here are the two free sets that they're offering this month. I believe this one's like for $40 and this one's $65 worth of purchases, and they're really cool, very colorful. You get some really great neon pieces with these sets, so you know, you might want to get them just for the colors of the pieces. And then we go to the Duplo, so we're kind of gearing towards our younger builders who are going to be hopefully graduating to Legos in a few years. And I love these cute little animals. There's Duplo. They're really nice. I do miss building the Duplo with my little kids, but now I get to do the big sets with them. Dots, you know, they've been doing a lot with the dots lately, and here they're kind of like writing letters, and you can see this little book where it shows you how to do the different letters and numbers in it, just different creative learning things. So it is nice that I'm not into dots because it's more two-dimensional, and I love the three-dimensional builds of Legos, but these are really cool for like people who want to do jewelry and little signs. And then we've got kind of the creative sets, the big boxes of loose pieces where you make lots of Legos. And you know, I think these are amazing for like your beginner builders, your younger kids who you just want to let them have their imagination run wild. So I'm really glad that this is kind of featured in the Easter magazine. And you know, this is definitely for the younger builders, most of it. We've got the Lego Brickheadz, and you know, now rather than a lot of licensed property, which they're still doing, they're doing a lot of these pets, and I think the pets are actually doing better sales-wise than like the old licensed stuff that we were getting a few years back. And then we've got our 3-in-1 creator sets with the lion, the owl, and then the dolphin. And I actually almost got this dolphin. I like all these sets, but I love the blues that are used to make the dolphin, the seahorse, and so I almost bought this at the Lego store, but passed because my birthday's coming up and I'll just see what I get for my birthday. Then we go into Friends, and so there's actually a lot of Friends sets in this catalog. I do love those little pets on top of the pet store there, the Pet Adoption Cafe. More Friends sets, and usually these catalogs don't have as much Friends, but this one did. It had a couple pages of them. And then we move on to the Speed Champion cars. You know, as many of you have watched my past catalog views, these are amazing builds. They look wonderful, but I'm not into them as much as other Lego builds. We got more of them, a lot of new ones coming out for those people who are into their Technic cars. And then the Mario sets, and for Builder Cheetah, he is all about Luigi, and with all these like Luigi Haunted Mansion sets coming out, he's really excited, and I think that's what he's going to want for his birthday. And when we went to Legoland this year, Builder Cheetah actually picked up this Mario set in the Big Shop gift store because he just wants to get all the Mario and Luigi sets and make his ultimate collector course. And then the Ninjago sets, and I mean, Ninjago's just been around for years. It's amazing that they're still able to figure out creative ways to keep this theme alive. And for whatever reason, I love this like pencil art background they've been doing with the Ninjago ads. I just think it looks really nice, like just artistically. And Lego Space, I'm really glad we're kind of getting the space theme back. These are always so cool, and I actually love all like the big blue window pieces we get with these sets. I know it's kind of like how you grow. Like for me, it's about the pieces you get now more than the sets themselves because I want to build my own things. And then we have the Harry Potter, and they're starting to release some new books. So we've kind of had like those 4 basics for a while, but now we're getting the Divinations class and the Defense Against Dark Arts class. And you know, at first I really didn't like these, but they've really grown on me, and I think it's kind of cool the way you can kind of like store them like a bookshelf. So you got these Lego sets and you kind of easily store them as a book. So that's kind of cool. This one, it hasn't grown on me yet. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, but it just kind of feels like they're running out of Harry Potter ideas and they're trying to just really stretch the theme. But right now I'm not into it, but maybe it'll grow on me like these did, like the books did. And of course we have the Hogwarts Wing, or the Hogwarts Hospital Wing, and I've noticed that like the castle pieces where you're kind of building the larger castle, there are these huge like $120 sets. Now we're getting a lot more like the smaller ones, and I'm curious if that's like a size thing. These people are running out of space, or it's just they weren't selling as well because they're expensive. But I do like these smaller sets. They're definitely more manageable. And then more Harry Potter stuff. We've got Fawkes, the Dumbledore's Phoenix. We've got this chess set, which I really love this chess set, but I probably will get it if it ever goes on super sale or clearance, but I do like that set. I just don't want to spend that much money for a chessboard. And the Hogsmeade Village. Now these are like I really like just the different scenes from Harry Potter's, both the movies and the books. And we've got, of course, we got the Polyjuice Potion Mistake, and I'm glad we had that Potion Mistake with Hermione's cat head and the Hospital Wing in the same catalog. And then we move on to Star Wars, and of course you have to have lots of Mandalorian stuff because it's very popular, because even when you're doing the Book of Boba Fett, it's still a Mandalorian episode. But we've talked about the battle packs. I love the snow battle packs, and it's always fun to get like these AT-ST, the classic vehicles. And you know, speaking of the Disney Plus Boba Fett series, we have Bib Fortuna's, or the throne room where Bib Fortuna is there, and not Jabba the Hutt. But to be honest, it kind of makes me miss Jabba the Hutt. I hope we get another Jabba the Hutt set soon. And then the Dark Trooper attack, and this is just, I think this is when everybody just fell in love with Favreau and what he was doing with the Star Wars universe through Mandalorian, when Luke Skywalker just came in and like decimated these scary robots, and you're like, that's what a Jedi is. They are just a force of nature that just destroys everything in their path, and that's why they were feared and respected before the Clone Wars. And we got more Star Wars stuff. You know, again, we're seeing a heavy influence with the Disney Plus series. You got the Bad Batch, you've got the Mandalorian, and then you got the Clone Wars with Ahsoka, and we've kind of talked about that because I got that set and I'm looking forward to building it. Well, actually, I already built it. I just need to film it now. And then with the superheroes, you know, now that we're kind of like past the whole Avengers and the more popular heroes, I shouldn't say popular, the more well-known heroes, I think, you know, we're starting to pull into the different sets. You know, a way they're kind of bringing back those more popular heroes is like the Mech Suits. And I love that. These Mech Suits, I'm not really a big fan of them, but I think it's a creative way to bring them in. And I'm excited about Wolverine. Not because it's a Wolverine mech suit, but because I'm hoping now that Disney owns the X-Men and Marvel, and Disney and Marvel kind of and Lego work together, we're going to see some X-Men sets. I'd love to see a lot of X-Men sets and Fantastic Four sets, things that we haven't seen in a long time or ever. And then we've got the Batman, and you know, talk about like sets. Here we've got, you know, the new Batman. We've got the Christian Bale Batman. We've got the, you know, the classic Batman. So it's just, there's been so many incarnations of the Batman that it's kind of, there's just a wealth of sets they're constantly building for them. And then we move on to some Disney dolls. These are always kind of cool and fun. Now, I stick with minifigures personally, but these are really nice sets. And it was, until recently, really the only way to get Disney characters. And then we move on to Disney Brickheadz. You know, we just talked, they're still making licensed themes, and you got Chip and Dale, which I was a big fan of Chip and Dale as a kid. You got Buzz Lightyear, the new Buzz Lightyear movie coming out. Stranger Things, and we have the big set, so it's kind of cool to get like these Brickheadz. You got the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote that kind of lacks the CMF series that we got. And I was kind of shocked by the Spice Girls. I just, of all the different themes and licensed and characters, I was like, Spice Girls. Okay, that takes me back to my childhood. They were around when I was in college, and I guess we're bringing it back now. And then here we have the end where you got just kind of reminding us about Easter, some of the larger adult sets, you know, kind of before those were more kids. You know, the last couple pages are dedicated to adults. You've got those big helmets, like right now we've got the Rebel Alliance pilot helmets, but of course you've had these old ones they've already released, like Boba Fett, Darth Vader, and the speeder bikes. You've got the huge AT-AT, AT-AT, and these, I mean, I've always wanted one of these, but they're just always way too big and expensive for me to get. And at $800, I don't think I'm getting this one either. Then we got the Sonic the Hedgehog set, which, although kind of more advanced for older builders, Builder Cheetah is very excited about this one. You got the Medieval Brick Shop, the Medieval Blacksmith Shop, and the Globe. This globe is just, I'm just in awe at the creation that went into this. It looks amazing, and it's just amazing what you can do with Legos, and this globe shows that. And then we've got the bonsai and the flowers, and this kind of shows just how Lego is art. I mean, just beautiful. And we got the little Vespa, and it's so funny. I see this, and I can't help but think of the Pixar film that was what was it, where they were like looking for a Vespa. I can't remember. It was like Little Mermaid with boys. I can't remember what the name it is now, but that always makes me think of that Pixar film. And of course, you have our big modular, the banquet hall, which very elaborate. Really, I love that roof. And then of course we have the stadium. This thing is huge. What is it? $350. How many pieces was it? It was 5,876 pieces. So it's just like that is if you have some extra time on your hands. And this catalog came in the mail, and for the first time ever, I remember to black out my address before filming, so yay! We have the Back to the Future car on the back, and I'm really glad they're kind of doing another one of these because they had an older ideas set that came out years ago, and it's kind of cool to get another Back to the Future set. But here it is, the Easter catalog from Lego. I hope you got yours in the mail, but if not, maybe you looked through this one and got some ideas of what you want for Easter.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe or check out some of our other videos. Until next time, let's keep building together.